So this nest is in our carport, and the other day Garth put his camera up there just to see if there was anything inside, and there were 3 newborn chicks. Now, looks like one is poking his head out, or her head out, to take a look at us. The other ones are probably still inside, but I don't want to scare this one off. But anyway, there's one of the birdies. Okay, hopefully you can see the bird up there. I didn't want to get too close because I didn't want to scare it off, but there's the mama bird. That's the nest that has the 3 baby birds in it. I did not yet check the hanging basket today, but yesterday we still had 5 eggs in there. But we got little babies in there. Yesterday, or the day before, no, it was the day before, on Thursday, I think one had its head peeking out at me. So, anyway, it's a little dark. You can't really see all of the babies or anything in there, but, Mama just flew out. You can kind of see the little heads popping up. Okay, so originally there were 5 eggs together. Right now there's 3 there. And there's one that got moved. I was painting today's. One over there, and let's see where the other one might be hiding. I don't know where. Mama might have moved it, but it's probably in here somewhere. Alright, well, I'm going to hang it back up so Mama can come back. I think it's going to be hard to see. There are some babies in there, but one egg didn't hatch. That got moved. Can't tell if I'll be able to get in the view because of all the leaves, but let's see. There's one right there. So I am outside taking care of our plants and putting the rabbits outside for the day and just taking care of some things. But yesterday I noticed a tick was walking basically on my skin, and I was like, uh-oh, no, this is not good. And then at the end of the day, when I got up, I have a white chair now, and I saw a little black spot, and turned out another tick had gone off my clothes onto that chair. So I was like, okay, I know we have deer around here. I was just trying to walk on like paths that I'd created, hoping that I wouldn't get any on me, but apparently that's not the case. So I now have bought all white clothes, so it will be easier to see. So I just have, a shirt and some shorts. And I'm also just wearing tall plastic boots that I've been wearing for a long time just to walk through the grass. But hopefully now, if anything gets on me, I will discover it early and I won't have to deal with them, because that would not be good. So I'm here outside with the raised bed behind me, and I'm going to go ahead and cut some of the cabbage leaves because it's just growing really crazily, and we have some other plants near it that are trying to continue growing and need the sunshine. So let me just show you what my garden bed looks like right now. Okay, so here we are. I have quite a few plants that are growing, and we actually have some other plants underneath the leaves here. Still trying to get some light. Let's see if I can show you that. Let me pull this back. So there's a little one right there. I think there are a few more that I had seen recently, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of those cabbage leaves to give more sunlight. But anyway, some things are starting to grow. We've got, looks like some cilantro that's down in there in the back, and then I'm not sure if those are going to be peppers because I had planted a few things and that's the only one that's coming up right now, so I'll have to go back to a different video and see what I have. But anyway, here's what we have so far.
So I'm just back from California and wanted to grab an update on my garden. I'd actually asked Garth to water it. Before I left, I actually had quite a bit of growth, but when I left, I just had on one of the plants that I thought maybe was cucumber. I had some yellow flowers, but it turns out that it's not cucumbers, it is yellow squash. But let me show you what I have so far. All right, here is my garden now. And these plants, these leaves are huge on the squash here, but you can see lots of squash is growing here. And there's some also back there. But we do have some cilantro. Garth loves cilantro. And let's see if we had anything else. Let's see, something else is growing right there. I'm not sure if that's going to be a pepper plant. And then my cabbage is going crazy. I actually just planted the core from one that I had bought. And this is going. And this, I actually had stood up before I left so the plants could kind of grow up, and it got knocked over. So, but I think what I'm going to do is probably cut some of these leaves and give to the bunnies. And make room in here. And then we also have some spaghetti squash. Let me just pause this for a second so I can walk over there. Okay, so here we've got 2 spaghetti squash starting to grow, and we'll see how that does later too. But we actually really enjoy spaghetti squash and use it as a substitute often for pasta. But anyway, I'm excited that that is growing well on its own. Well, here I am with my first item from my garden, a squash. And Garth is gonna cook it up for us right now. But I'm excited. I have something that we grew that we can eat. All right, let's see how it tastes.
Here's one of the bigger grasshoppers that's in the grass. Anytime I walk, all kinds of bugs fly. Little grasshoppers, big grasshoppers, probably other things too. But anyway, that's one that I just happened to see this morning. That's bright green. Thought I'd grab a picture. All right, so here we are. Let's see if we can get a picture without having too much shadow. Holding the baby in my arm. I'm not sure if I'm getting this up. There we go. There are 2 big squash right there. And I have 3 more starting to grow right here. I've got 2 more over there. Emerson just picked part of the leaf off and dropped it. All right, so anyway, then we've got some cilantro growing, maybe some peppers. But anyway, I'm going to cut those 2 large squash right back there, and that's what we're going to have for dinner tonight. What do we have? Uh-oh, we dropped it on the floor. Show Grandma what we have. Yeah, we have squash from our garden that we just took out. Look how big that is. That's bigger than your arm. Yeah, look at this one. This one is like longer than his arm. Or just about the same as his arm. All right, so we're gonna prepare this. So it is now a little bit after 7 a.m. and I am going to go outside, take care of a few things, and get the animals out. It's rained a few times over the last couple of days, so I probably won't do all the watering I do, but we do have trees and plants, and I have a garden. Obviously the compost, sometimes we have to put water on that too, so I'm not going to really do all of that this morning, but I am going to get the crate outside ready for the rabbits and feed the dogs and kind of go from there. I do wear white now during the summer when I go outside because we have deer in the yard, so we have had ticks. So I want to make it easy to see if anything gets on my clothing, which is why I'm wearing white right now. When I come back in, I'll change and get ready for my day and have my more appropriate business attire on. But in the meantime, I'm going to go outside, take care of some of the things that I have to do each day. Okay, I'm at my garden bed, and we do have some more things growing over here. Again, I'm not quite sure what everything is, but there's some plants growing. Of course, we've got our jalapeno peppers. I'm actually going to cut some of those off for Garth. And we've got some cilantro. This looks like it's going to be another pepper plant. And again, we've got something else growing here. Looking forward to seeing what's going to be coming. We got a few little flowers coming out. And then, of course, we've got our cabbage that bugs are starting to get to, which I'll have to figure that out. And I thought I had seen somewhere else another plant growing. Oh, behind, right there. So we'll see. And then I will show you also the spaghetti squash I got growing. I just have to walk over there. Okay, we've got one here that is turning golden, so we should be able to get that pretty soon. Then we have, let's see, one is under some leaves over here. That one, I'm not sure if it's going to still be good or not. Looks like it might have some damage to the skin. Here's a third one. Then I have to remember where all the other ones are too, because I think last time I counted we had 8. I think there's one just around here somewhere. There's one down there. That's 4. And okay, here's another one growing. That was 5. Oh, there's one over here. That's 6. I have to find there's another one over here. Right here. That's 7. And I don't remember where the 8th one is. I'll have to find it. But anyway, last I knew we had 8 growing. At least thankfully I've been successful with that without actually even trying. This one was just from seeds that I threw in compost and it started to grow. So anyway, still learning, trying to make sure that we have food that we can grow here, as well as, you know, obviously purchasing things in the store. So we'll see how this comes along. Okay, I cut the 3 jalapenos off the vine. Garth actually took a sample bite, looks like, of one of them. See how it was. Anyway, I don't usually eat jalapenos much, but Garth likes them, so I'm sure he'll enjoy them. I just am keeping on with the gardening, learning as I go along, seeing, you know, what I've got. There's Alpine in the background barking at the school bus going by. But anyway, you know, just seeing what I can do, what I'm learning, you know, what's working, what's not working. But I'm excited, at least for what I've had so far.
So I'm picking recipes that I'm going to be making this weekend. I usually do food prep on the weekends, grocery shopping and food prep. And Garth loves Thai food, and I found a spicy Thai salad that I thought I would make. And it asks for fresh cilantro and fresh basil, which I happen to be growing both of them right now. So I'm super excited that I'll be able to use ingredients that I'm actually growing for what we have. So I'm going to be pulling some basil and some cilantro and throwing together that salad.